Another beautiful early morning on this Friday in October. And I got my butt warmers on. It's like 40-something degrees outside. My kind of weather. I love this weather. But I wanted to chit-chatty Addie about turning the heat down. I wanted to chit-chatty Addie about my business. I don't talk about my business enough, and I'm always like stuck between you need to talk about it more, and I'm a private person, and it's hard for me. I get stuck in between like what to share and what not to share, because I feel like I overshare when I share. And I'm always self-conscious, and I always judge everything that I do. And I think that it's not good enough. And I started, when my husband started, I say I a lot, like it's not, we both contribute, but I always say I a lot. So I'm talking from my standpoint. Hold on, now I'm getting hot. Let me turn this off. We started this because, well, a few things. After having my son, I did not want to go back to work. I did not. I was so devastated. My husband was devastated because we weren't at a place where we could survive on one income. And, and just with everything else. Now we have a child on top of that. So we started a business to change that. And it started to morph into different things. Because going through a spiritual journey, just journeying, I think everything's spiritual, but I wanted to project that or put that into our business. And I go back and forth so much of like what to put in there, because I'm looking at it from a standpoint of what other people would like, especially with the whole thing around, find your niche. You have, you need to pick one niche, and you need to pick, your customers and your yada, yada, yada. And I get it from a business standpoint. I mean, I get it. But I want it to be different. I've always wanted to go against the grain, in a sense. Ever since I was a child, a teenager, I wanted to do things on my own. I wanted, like, my hair. I've only been, I don't think I've ever been to like a hairstylist. I've had people do my hair, but like for my locks, no one has touched my locks. I did not want anyone to touch my locks, because it's my journey, and I want to experience that. And I know I beat myself up about it, like maybe I should get some help with some things with my hair. But anyways, But I wanted us to do things our own way. I didn't want to follow suit so much into how things are set up. Like our logo, like we had, like our name is MindLight, and we wanted to I'm trying to put it into words. We wanted our logo to be like a spark, an idea, like something that sparks something in you, in someone else, a viewer. I don't want to be a person that tells people what they should and should not like, do, believe in. That's not my place. I don't do. You believe whatever the hell you want to believe in. But I want people to be encouraged to find what they believe in, to be guided by this light, this light, or a light to light the way, so you can see. And remember, it starts with you. You have to take the first step. You can't let people, or you can't expect someone to come and save you. You have to save yourself. But and a lot of like these logos, they're very simple. They're very like, for instance, FedEx. It's just like a font, and it's really cool because of their arrow, like how it comes together and it forms this little hidden arrow in the middle. And just like other things, like Walmart, their little, I don't know what it's called. Almost, it looks like a star, asterisk. I don't know. And our, like, I wanted to not have like a plain Jane, and no, if you got a plain Jane logo, I'm sure it's beautiful, but I wanted something different. I wanted something different. And the style, I wanted to be different. But I get stuck and have so much judgment. I mean, we can always do better. There can always be improvement, and that's a beautiful thing. I talked about this before. I think that's what makes us these magnificent, beautiful creatures, is we have the ability to improve, the ability to adapt, to the ability to change. But we should not overly judge ourselves for the things that we do, the things that are imperfect. And I've done that so much especially with our business. And I know it's an ever-evolving thing, and I see other people, like, their business evolves. I'm like, wow, that's, beautiful. But I see other people, like, with their business and how, like, it evolves throughout their life. And I think that's wonderful, but I expect mine to be just straight off the conveyor belt perfect. Like, I don't give myself space to expand. I beat myself up about it because I don't think it's perfect, and then I get burnt out and worn out. So we started off doing shirts, and we're apparel for now. I don't know what the future will hold. But we started off love doing apparel. And I made so many designs. And I mean so many designs. Because it became fun. I got on Canva. I just started designing. And then I started like their AI and ChatGPT. And I started like incorporating that. Which some people don't. Because I remember someone commented that something about stealing people's art. And I'm like, I do AI. And I get that a lot of people believe that AI steals people's art. And like that really bumped me out. So I'm like, oh great, no one's gonna buy or look at for stuff because they're gonna think that it's stolen art, but it's not. And I try to make things, even like with the AI, I take bits and pieces and I morph it into something that I believe to have a meaning. And a lot of that meaning is with spirituality. But I wanted to also do like fun things. Like I love, like I talked about this before. I was known as a little goth kid in high school. And I love the 80s. Like I love the 80s. I love it. The colors, the synth, the music. And so I wanted to put that. Because these are the things that I love. And I get it, we should find a niche. And I guess in some ways I do have a niche. But I don't want to be confined into this little spot. If I want to move this way, move that way, I want to have that freedom to do so. And I feel that I want to make things that I like, that I'm inspired to do, and the people that like those things will find my store. But that's an ever-ending battle, because then I'm like, oh, should I do this? Because this is trending right now. Should I make something that's trending? You know, it's just a battle. And some things that are trending I do like, and I want to, like, oh, this is fun. Let me try to spin this into something that fits my style, because I don't want to copy someone, even though they copied. I don't want to do that. I want to take the idea and transform it into something else. But and then I also I've slowed down on them, but messages. Because I remember getting on the Book of Faces, and I would see these messages pop up. And a lot of the times, it's funny because it felt like whatever I was going through, that message hit me. And it was like a little reminder. Hey, you're going to be all right. Hey, you're doing a great job. Hey, don't beat yourself up. And I wanted to do the same thing. And now, like, my husband has leaned more towards like making music, AI music. And so, and I've dabbled a little bit in it. And it's fun. But, or no buts. I've added some, I tried to add that music into like our messages and whatnot, and then make videos for things. And I'm like stuck on making, this is already a long message, oh my gosh. I make videos of things in our store, and I get like caught up, like, what should I put, how should I make it into advertisement that's appealing to the eyes, And I don't want to get someone else to do it. Like, I don't want to hire a marketing team. And because we're not to call our store small, but we're a small store right now. We don't have the funds to hire a marketing team and all that jazz anyways. And right now, it's so small that I want it to be molded into something we like, and go from there. But I get caught up in that, and sometimes to the point that I don't post anything because it's like every idea I have in my mind, or I don't have the ideas at all, and I shoot them down my own self. Like, I let it play out, like, no, that's silly, that's stupid, that doesn't make any sense. And I've gone back to Canva, like my old, I don't know what they're called, I guess like a workbook, I guess, of like all the little designs I did, like for my older things, because a lot of my older stuff I have changed and like redone, and some of the other things I'm like, oh wow, this is cute, why didn't I do anything with it? But there's so many designs on our store, and I'm like, I don't want it to be so overwhelming for people of like how to find things. So right now we're working on putting things into categories. Like, we already have it separated by men and women, like hoodies, notebook, like things like that. But we're trying to do collections. Like, we have a Christmas collection that is like a spooky Christmas. It's like, because that's the stuff we like. And I don't see, other than like Hot Topic, but I don't know, I haven't really looked on Hot Topic, but I don't see that stuff. And regardless if I see it, I want to buy like our stuff and wear it. You know what I mean? And then we have the Halloween, and just other things. And we have an idea of like, my husband wants to do like excuse me, like a light and dark duality theme. Like, there's so many ideas, and it's funny because I battle with myself with having all of these. I talk a lot with my hands. Lord, a lot of merchandise. Like, do I have too much? And I battle, like, yes I do, no I don't, because I go back to that department store. I want our store to be a place where we can find a multitude of things that fit your fancy. Like, I don't want to be a shop that has like 5 shirts to choose from. And I get it, it's like that, what do they call it, when you have too many options, it becomes like you don't know what to pick, and I get that. But I don't know, I don't want to be that, I don't want to make it that small. But this is already a very long video. But overall, the FedEx truck. Overall, I want to start sharing my business more, because because the business is a part of us. I don't want it to be separate. I was so adamant on, should this be separate? Should it like be separate entities? But it's not. It's us. It's a part of us. That's an extension of us. So why should I not talk about it? I mean, what's the saying? Closed mouths can't be fed. And if people go to my store and they don't like what they see, then obviously it's not the store for them. So, yeah, but it gets discouraging, just with everything in life. But it's also encouraging, and I want to make it fun again. It was so fun when I started off, and then I put so much weight that everything had to be perfect and crispy, clean, and to some extent, yes, you want to have a professional look on things, but more importantly, we're human. We're imperfect. Like, it's okay to be raw, to be, color a little bit outside the edges. Like, it's all right. And I need to remind myself that. But thank you so much for listening. And if you're interested, our store is Mind, MIND, Light, LIGHT .store. And I hope that you find something that sparks something